Bro, Joshua Baraka. That's so Kenyan sounding anyway. Like it was right in front of our faces.
No, man, he sounds like he's from UG.
It was.
No, he's not Kenyan sounding at all.
No, he
people need to
doesn't.
stop doing that.
Anyway.
All of a sudden, now we can see it.
Sam,
now we can see it. You never thought about that before. You can see it all of a sudden now, right? All right.
But here are the facts. Here are the facts, Sam. I just have to lay the facts down for you, man. Kenyans are just great. You know what I mean? Kenyans are just great. And now, you see how great Joshua Baraka has been? It all makes sense. Like, I now understand why it's been happening. It's because he's Kenyan. He has our lifeblood flowing through his veins.
Majina ni Iyanii. Nakujua. We waka waka. Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Selector cheza doba once from the top. Whoa. Donjo Maber, Donjo Maber. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Donjo Maber, Donjo Maber. Tuko tao, CBD kwa penthouse. Wanadhani CBD ni guesswork. Lakini jua bidi tunazoza.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 30% podcast. My name is Sam. I am joined. Afam joins me, us. We're joined by Afam. Afam, what's up?
What's up, man? What's up? How are you doing?
I'm all right, man. This is episode 139, bro. 139 of this podcast, man. How have you been this past 139 episodes? Like, this is so. I'm taking the sentimentality away from like the important numbers and putting them on the random ones, like 139. How is it going, man? How has this 139 been for you?
I mean, some people might say, you add all three numbers up, it comes to 13. So, maybe it has some significance there, So I wouldn't say 139 is a random number, actually. So, Sam, welcome to the Sentimental Club. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing... welcome. I'm doing fine. I was talking to somebody and I was telling them my co-host thinks I'm too sentimental, and they're like, "Oh," and I was
they agreed with me. They agreed with me, obviously.
Huh?
They agreed with me.
No, they were actually like, "How can you be overly sentimental? Like, yo, what's going on with your podcast host?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm not crazy, man. I'm not crazy. What's wrong with me being sentimental?"
No, it's just. Sentimentalism is just deriving meaning out of things that might not necessarily have much meaning in them. I don't know why.
Well, there goes our whole astrology audience. Thanks, Sam, for alienating people, man.
Listen, it's you.
That's actually really.
No,
bad.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's you, and we like you for who you are. Keep being sentimental.
Have you been, and what have you been up to? Or should I start? Because I feel like I feel like Sam has had a more interesting week. So I will start.
This might be the second time in a row that I've had a more interesting week than you. You've not. You need to catch up, bro. You need to go out and do something fun. Can't just be me all the time. Giving that the one story.
My weeks aren't like banging like that.
Yeah.
But
what's up? How have you been?
I've been good. The biggest thing this week that happened was obviously like Spotify. They put me on their Fresh Finds Africa list.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Fire.
Yeah, man.
What's the project?
So that was pretty cool. It's not a project. It's a playlist. The Fresh Finds Africa. So this is for IRL. They put me on there along with 4 other very talented artists, but most notably Modest Chabari. So there were 2 Kenyans for July on Fresh Finds Africa, which is really sick. So shout out to Modest. And yeah, they did a bunch of social media posts and stuff like that. So I was like, hey, yeah, this is cool, nice. So yeah, aside from that, and by the way, guys, you guys can go and listen to IRL. It's
please go check that out. He poured his blood, sweat, and tears into that whole joint. Go listen to it, please.
Thanks. But yeah, aside from that, just been living, man. Just been living life, been breathing oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. What more can I do?
Thankfully, you're not inhaling anything else. That's crazy. Your life can't be that boring for you to be talking about I'm breathing in oxygen. Yeah, you need to get out of the house, man. Get out of the house. Go smell some grass.
It can.
Smell grass. Go touch grass.
Can.
The statement is go touch grass, not go smell grass. Go smell grass is weird.
It's go touch grass. Smelling grass is something different.
Yeah. Wait, what episode did I say the number of the episode? I just got into talking. It's 139, right? Did I say that?
Yes, so that's why we talked about sentimentalism and numbers, and then you shut on all the astrology.
Bro, listen, I'm tired, man.
And then
I'm
you said
super
all
exhausted.
of them are trash.
Yeah,
and then you said that all the people who are sentimental.
No. See, no, we're not doing that. No. You see, this is
how America rewrites
you know, there's someone
history.
out there who is legitimately going to take it as real because astrology means so much to them, and all of a sudden now I am on the other side and I'm on the outs, and it's because of your narratives. No, listen, hey, I have my reasons, okay? But it's not real. Now you put me. I am doing
Let
well.
me save you. Let me just save you some. Yeah.
Just digging
how's
myself
your week
into a
been?
hole. Yeah, man. I'm like I said, I don't know. My brain is shot. I'm a bit tired. I need some rest. I need to get some shut eye. The later half of this past week has been ridiculous. Just being outside. First of all, I was outside. Went to bar next door. I think that was Wednesday or Thursday. No, it can't be Thursday. One of the days.
Which
remember.
BND?
BND, the one in BND Kilelesha. So I was out there. Chris Kaiga was performing, and I don't know,
Chris Kaiga. You just said Chris Kaiga.
No. Yo, why are you highlighting my flaws, bro? I'm tired. Don't be highlighting my flaws when I'm tired. Chris Kaiga was out there. He was performing, and Abigail of Ongeza Volume was hosting. I doing something like that. So I originally went. It was a twofold thing. So I went to support the homie, but then at the same time, I was like, it'd be good to go and see Chris Kaiga live because I've not seen many people live. So I'm trying to start to rack up my live performance count, raise that up. So yeah, so it was out there. It was an interesting show. I mean, it started slow, obviously. DJ was on. I think we got in there when DJ Magda was playing, and then his band showed up, set up. He came on, MC hyped him up, he came on, he performed. His performance seemed short. I don't know why, but I just realized this guy has a whole bunch of hits, man. Like this guy has a solid...
Did he perform Zimenice?
Yeah, that's like on top of the set. In fact, he performed that one before he started his performances. Like, you know how artists come up there and they do their acapellas? They do their acapellas and have the crowd sing over them and gauge what the crowd knows and what the crowd... That's where you start to think, what kind of crowd do I have?
Wait, does he perform Mastingo? Like, even if Kahush isn't there?
Yeah. So he did all of them.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking
running
questions.
through
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yeah, let me tell the story, man. So my one story for the week. Let me tell it. So he performed. Hyped the crowd. The crowd was cool. Crowd was. It's like a nighttime thing. So people were probably coming from work, just wanted to relax, chill. Dance, have fun. So yeah, it was cool. He performed all the songs, performed the hits. Mutoria came up there and they did I Want. He might have performed I Want like 3 times, honestly. But then Mutoria came up there, they did I Want. That was that song is crazy. I realized that song doesn't have a kick. It's just bass.
Oh,
there's no
real?
kick. Yeah, there's no kick in it. It's just bass and snares. I was like, wow, how did they get away with this? And for it to be the song that plays a lot in like club settings and whatnot, that's crazy. But yeah, so that was dope. It was good to see Mutoria perform. I don't think I've ever seen him perform. Oh wait, no, apart from Bao Box last year, maybe, or the year before last year. It was interesting. It was kind of charismatic, which I did not expect, but I think he's gotten a lot of experience performing. So shout out to him. That was a good performance. And then, of course...
Oh my God! Sorry to interrupt you, but it really doesn't have a kick.
You had to listen to it. Yeah, it does
I'm listening.
There's no kick at all.
Oh my, how? Wait, that's how? How have they done this? How have they scammed everyone?
I like Chris Kaiga because he just experiments.
scam.
Like his experimenting is really great. So yeah,
It's like when Pierre Bourne started like making trap beats without kicks, and that felt like the biggest like
what on earth are you?
What are we doing in hip hop?
Yeah.
And wow, this is a big revelation. Listen, guys, you guys would never discover some of these things if you didn't listen to the 30% podcast. This is an exclusive. This is an exclusive right now.
Exclusive. I think they knew, but yeah. So he performed that. Now we get. Then he did. He performed. So he the song with Nyashinsky, Hapo too. That was. I mean, he also performed that. He performed that solo.
Oh, Hapo too.
Yeah,
yes,
Hapo too. Hapo. That's fam. Joints sound so good outside. Like that song is crazy. But then the one I think got the most response, and it was kind of shocking to me. But bro, when my Mastingo comes on anywhere, it just everyone goes crazy.
Really?
Like I was so perplexed. I was perplexed. I was like, what's going on here?
No,
Like,
that shit was a hit.
yeah, that's a smash. That's a smash. It's a smash, man. It's such a good song too. That run, because Mastingo is pretty close to the Kahush, like the other one. I'm just blanking on the names of these songs today. His hit, the one that really put him on the map. But they have that similar thing going for them. But no, that song is crazy. That song's crazy. So that was cool. His performance was a little bit short though. Like I felt like at some point like like he did a couple of songs quick, and then he bounced. So like I was looking around like, is that it? But maybe the money ran out. His time had come. So that was dope.
How's his stage presence? Is he a good performer?
Oh no, yes, it's charismatic. He's charismatic. He likes to dance. There's points in the song where he's not even like singing because he had tracks playing at the back. He was just vibing out to the. It's fun. It's fun watching artists, man, interact with their art. Like it's incredible. But yeah, no, he definitely was having a lot of fun up there. There was a bit of crowd participation. A couple of people were out there as well. Shout out to every one of them. So yeah, man, that was my outing for the week. Hoping I can go for something this coming week or the week that you guys are listening to this. Yeah, there's a couple of shows, a couple of people that are playing that I want to go see. So if I can get the time to go for that, I will. But yeah, apart from that, man, I'm tired. I want to sleep. But it's life. So any bloopers from me this episode, I apologize. I humbly apologize. Yeah, what's up? What's been going on?
We already have enough.
Enough what?
I was just gonna say we already have enough bloopers for a reel already. Anyway,
Wow.
where do you wanna?
Confidence.
A vote of confidence. Sorry. Where do you want to start, man? There's so much. Well, there are many things to start with. I mean, there's BN. There's Joshua Baraka being Kenyan. There's
let's
OG
start
artists proving themselves.
No. Proving themselves. I don't like the way you titled that one. Let's save that one. Let's start with. I mean, you told me I didn't see what was going on, but apparently Joshua Baraka is Kenyan. That does not seem right to me. He doesn't
go
sound Kenyan at all.
with that then. So Joshua Baraka, who is a popular artist from Uganda, he's just been making a lot of waves.
Moves, yeah.
It's not random, bro. He's been making a lot of waves like over the years, and he's had this like real connection with the Kenyan audience because
this
for some reason
this biased reporting.
No. I'm telling the story as it is. This is history dictated accurately. So the wrong places artist. You know how articles will usually be like, when they're referring to an artist, they'll refer to them as the song that they made and then put artist at the end. Anyway, so anyway, Joshua Baraka has been, I want to say for the past 3 years, he's been coming to Kenya. He's been mingling with the scene out here. He's been mingling with the artists. He's been really open to collaborating with people. Yeah. And Yeah, I mean, recently, actually, listen, let me just say it like this, man. There's a list of artists who we claim as Kenyan. We look at KC. I mean, KC is Kenyan. What else do we want to say? He's
Yeah.
Kenyan. He knows he's Kenyan. Pink Panthers, we claim her as well. She's Kenyan, right? And now we're gonna add Joshua Baraka to that list because he is indeed Kenyan. So
I don't
listen,
know,
Sam.
man. I don't know.
I'm using this as permission. When he releases music now, we're gonna involve him
No,
in
we can't
our
do that.
end
We
of
can't
the
do that.
show segment.
We can't do that.
No,
No,
we
no.
can. He's
No.
Kenyan. No, he literally said he
But
was
do we know
born
though?
in
Is
Eldoret
this,
and he
is this
lived
just
there
something
for
that
a
was on
bit.
the internet
No.
that has picked up steam
No,
and has no
he
basis
said it.
behind
He
it?
said it. No, he said it. He said it in an interview. Literally, he said his dad is Kenyan and he grew up in Kenya for a bit and he's from Eldoret. So, bro is Kenyan. What else do we want to say, man?
I can't
and
see
honestly,
it. I just can't.
I can. And honestly, Sam, I mean, bro, Joshua Baraka. That's so Kenyan sounding anyway. Like it was right in front of our faces.
No.
And
No, man, he sounds like he's from
It
UG.
was.
No, he's not Kenyan sounding at all.
No, he
People need to
doesn't.
stop doing that. All
Anyway.
of a sudden, now we can see it.
Sam,
now we can see it. You never thought
I
about
can.
that before. You can see it all of a sudden now, right? All right.
But here are the facts. Here are the facts, Sam. I just have to lay the
Those
facts
facts.
down for you,
Yeah.
man. Kenyans are just great. You know what I mean? Kenyans are just great. And now you see how great Joshua Baraka has been. It all makes sense. Like
Okay.
I now understand why it's been happening. It's because he's Kenyan. He has our lifeblood
He
flowing
hasn't
through his
used
veins.
I have a counter argument. He hasn't gone through the Kenyan channels for him to get to where he is. He's been releasing music everywhere, from Uganda and everywhere else. I've not seen Joshua Baraka come here and like really grind from the Kenyan start. No. No.
But he does come and
Yeah. I mean,
and
okay,
mingle
of course
with,
we're
like,
joking a bit, but then he has Kenya is definitely one of the spots that he's built a little bit of his fan base and career on, if I'm to say that. I don't know
So
if I'm off by saying
the
that,
question is, who do we want to see? Who do we want to see him collaborate with? I saw BN was in the comments saying, "I've been telling people that
Of
he's
course,
Kenyan."
no. We need to listen.
I
Anyone
think-
who you ask that question, just know BN is on that list. let's skip him. Let's skip him. I would like to see him with some of the R&B girlies, man. I would like to see Joshua Baraka with some of the R&B girlies. That would be. I'm thinking of a Joshua Baraka Karun collaboration like that. That might.
Oh, I
That might
actually
slap.
see him more with. I want to see him with like Ben Soul. I think that would be sick.
Well,
Or
I mean,
or a Zaituni Wambui.
yeah, I do see that because I mean he's done a couple of collaborations with like some of the Nigerian artists in that lane, like that Afro-pop lane. So yeah, I definitely see some
Yeah.
of that. Yeah, and not just the popular ones too. Like maybe some other not underground, but then lesser known artists like Jump. Okay, this is not lesser known. This is definitely well known. But then like with Watanda Willie and them, like that would be nice too.
Ooh, that would
That'd
be
be
sick.
nice.
That would be sick.
Hey yo, A&Rs, get on it.
But yeah,
Up on that one.
you're talking to one of them. So let me.
Oh
me
yeah,
just,
Afam, make that. Yeah, sorry,
pull
man.
out
Look
my
at me
phone
going far,
book.
and we have
Let me
A&R
pull
at
out
home.
my phone. I know, bro.
We have A&R at
Actually,
home.
that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Actually, Sam, that you've exposed yourself. Yani, you have somebody in your contact book. You're actually talking to them, and then you're just overlooking me, and you're like, oh, like A&R. So Sam, are you trying to say you don't view me as a real A&R?
Nah,
Is that
come
what you're
on,
trying
no,
to
bro.
say?
It's you. Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
Man,
Of course,
that's
but
actually,
can you make it
that's
happen?
actually hurtful, bro.
Because we're going off reality. This is not of sentiment. Can you make it happen? Can you make the phone calls?
Let me tell you the truth. I can. Like I'm one person removed from Joshua Baraka, and with two different people. So I'm telling you, I could get
then
his
make it
number
happen.
if I tried.
Make it happen. Let's get that going.
Oh my god! Wait, why has this podcast become about making
You
me
proving
do things?
yourself.
Like, yeah, why am I proving myself?
Yeah, no, because we've been talking for
Why am I
139
proving
episodes. Like, we need to
myself?
start seeing some results. I need to start seeing some results. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let's watch this space. Hopefully, we'll see a Kenyan collaboration with Joshua Baraka and another
Yeah.
Kenyan.
And if it happens, you know
just
who set it
amplifying-
up. You know who set it up.
Of course, and just amplifying the Kenyan sound,
amplifying,
and
Just doing
in
what you
closing, in closing, I just want to say, Joshua Baraka, we always knew, we always embraced you because we just had that feeling that you were Kenyan,
we didn't always know,
and we did, we always knew, and honestly, we embrace you, and thank you for representing us very well. So shout out to Joshua Baraka. Let's talk about BN. Because okay, let me be very transparent with you guys here. It might be slightly, actually, it's slightly annoying that we always have to talk about BN because he's always doing things. I wish we didn't have to talk about BN all the time. And this is not trying to be mean or anything. It's just that he's always out there doing things, you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like somebody who's like foreign listening to our podcast will be like, this guy's always talk about BN. But he's actually genuinely always out there doing like newsworthy things. And it's just the way it is, man.
To add to that, again, not to give ourselves bail, but then one of the reasons we're doing this podcast is so that we can, it's almost like just documenting what's going on in the scene. And what he's doing currently is like, at least for the newer generation of music, yeah, it's like he's at least getting some things right, in terms of visibility and just going out about making relationships and collaboration. So I do think it's important. Yes, I get what you're saying, man. Sometimes it'd be like, this is the BN cast, but then I do think it's important to just highlight at least a few people who are doing it right.
This is the BN cast.
Yeah, this is the BN cast.
This is the BN cast featuring Sam and Afam.
The BN pod. Yeah. So it's important to highlight it. So I know. I mean, if many more artists, now a lot of them are doing maybe smaller things on small scale, and when they do, we talk about them. But then if more artists do, going about things in the way that we see kind of works, or make some noise or something like that, the Kenyan industry can be very quiet. Let me just put it that way. It can be very quiet. It's very muted. There's not much happens in terms of the music world. I'm talking now on the main stage. Stuff is happening behind closed doors, and to figure that out, you have to hunt.
But to be honest though, like, I will give artists bail, especially during this time.
Yeah.
With all the mandamano going on and stuff like that, a lot of people haven't been releasing as much music or doing as many shows or just popping out doing stuff. And Sam and I, sometimes it's like, bruh, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing much happening. But back to BN, Sam. So he's out. He's always back to BN. He's out. He's been in the USA and he's now in Europe, and this tour is actually the Alusa Why Are You Topless tour, right? He's still touring that album, which I would say is a year plus old now. And I made an observation, and I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but I think it's very interesting how he's handled this tour. So for most people, or in most cases in the music industry, you're gonna release your project and then you're gonna go on tour, right? And that tour is gonna act as like a means to kind of promote the fact that you just released a project, right? Then you're gonna sell merchandise and all that stuff linked to that project, and like it's gonna be all about promoting the previous project. But for some reason in BN's case, it seems like he's using this Alusa Why Are You Topless tour almost as a promo or a rollout for Alusa Continua, which, by the way, genius name. Anyway, it's like a rollout. Sam, stop shaking your head. I'm going to expose you to the fans. So you're shaking your head because you think
why are you being a snitch? It's such a snitch. Why are you snitching, man?
Of course I'm gonna snitch.
That's why you're using me for content. No. That's crazy.
But seriously though, I do think it's kind of genius that he's using this tour as a rollout for his project. which most people, I haven't seen many people do that. It's kind of flipped. And I just love seeing him out there, like mingling with all the people. Like, and we've said this probably in previous podcasts, but it just makes him feel like a real artist because he's mingling. Like, bro, he's at BBC One and then he's bumping in to the likes of Dlamini, aka Burna Boy. Like, bro, he's with the people. He's with the pinnacle of the music industry, like rubbing shoulders with them.
Yeah.
And we've said it before, bro. Perception is everything.
Yeah.
It's everything in the music industry. It's almost as important as the music itself. And so I like it.
It is.
I like it. I like seeing him out there. Like the last one I want to mention is DJ AG Online. Like, bro, he's on that platform with the chicken, by the way. Shout out to him. Doing
that
his
chicken
thing.
Is a star. Or
and shout out to DJ.
Someone stable
that chicken is it's probably his. But like DJ AG, I want to also shout him out because like his rise has been really meteoric. Like I remember watching the one that he did with Skepta and JME, and that shit came out and everyone was like, whoa, this is a thing now. And all of a sudden now it's like a legitimate part of your rollout. If you're in the UK and you don't do something with DJ AG, it's like, did you really go to the UK? Anyway, bro, BN is out here rapping us. Sorry, Sam, I interrupted you.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's. I think it's, and this is like a lesson to a lot of artists, like just being strategic, because this is, it's an Alusa sandwich. Is what's happening here, right? So
it's an Alusa sandwich.
It's an Alusa sandwich, right? So Alusa, Why Are You Topless? Really good album. You know, one of the better albums to come out that year. I would say in Africa as a whole.
No, we have to pause that. I'm pausing that somehow. That needs to be paused.
Why an Alusa sandwich? And then of course now he's really like pushing that and building his career. And now the Alusa Continua is coming after that, right? So it's just a very strategic position to be in, where you're using everything to its momentum. Everything is momentum and just shifting into each other. So I think it's a very good strategic move that he's pulling. And we talked about what to do when you're starting. I mean, when you need to get global. I think we had that podcast where when our artists need to, what do we need to do for artists to go global? You know, we had that podcast, and he's doing some of that in terms of just visibility. Like we've seen labels like Maven, when they were trying to get Wyre and all those guys over there, Wyre and Rema, of course, the two marquee artists over there. You just started seeing them everywhere with everyone who contributes to that brand, sort of. And so in whatever way, fashion, radio, fashion media, or like artistry itself, like music and stuff like that. So, and he's doing a little bit of that. So that's a good strategy. Shout out to him, shout out to his team, his manager, Chiki, and everybody who's
So the main question is then, what does he need to do? So I feel like this project is kind of done, because I've seen he's also doing listening parties out there in London and everything, right? So that kind of gives you an indication that if it's not done, it's like 92% done, right? Yeah. So what does he do now to elevate his career, like for real? Are we talking about like collaborations with some of these big names? Is that the thing? Because bro, at this point, I mean, you look at like somebody like Burna Boy, who just released his album, and you're seeing names like Mick Jagger, you're seeing Stromae, you're seeing Travis Scott. I think it's time for BN to really start considering collaborations with these big artists now. Yeah. Like, the next time he puts out something, I want to see featuring Burna Boy. Or something like that.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Time.
I get what you're saying. It does cost money though. So the tour has to do like this.
Pay the money. Pay the money.
Okay, so you're like, whatever it costs, like you need. Do you think artists should, if an artist doesn't have that money up front, do you think they should essentially like go into some sort of like debt to be able to? Do you think the returns would pay for itself?
Okay, I wouldn't advise anyone to go into debt.
Go into debt to get a Burna Boy feature.
Yeah, I'm not good. But hey, listen, let me tell you, that feature will raise your status a lot.
If Burna Boy is on a good day, if he's just giving you
just like brown bag,
brown bag
doing
burner.
this just for
Brown bag burner won't be the
best. Nah. I don't think. I think artists nowadays are very cognizant about the fact that perception is everything, and you have to go on every track trying your best to like really put a good foot forward, because you do not want to go on a track and then get washed, and then that's your reputation like down the down the drain. So I do think like if he does get a collaboration, it's gonna do well. So for that reason, I really do think we need to see more collaborations, man. Who would you want to see him collab with? Like, especially like from the people who we've seen him rub shoulders with.
At this point, I would want BN to collaborate with people who would like really amplify or multiply his fan base. Yes, we need to get collaborations that are good music. I mean that's just solely good music, right? And that's great. But then I think he's in this growth phase, in this visibility phase. Yeah, man, he just might need to start going for some of the names. BN should get on a track with Nasty C. Get on a track with man, cross the pond, jump across the pond and get some of those pop acts as well. I know that would be really that might be a little bit harder to do, but if those relationships that he's making are being made, so I don't know, man. But again, some of the stars, like I would want to see BN again with some of the stars. We've gotten a bunch of BN collaborations with Burna Boy, so we've kind of, let me say a bunch. He's been on a few songs or a song. But I'd like to see him with like maybe some of the other Nigerian artists, like a Wizkid. Like that would be cool. Just some of those names, some of the names that could multiply his fan base. Like that's where I am. I'm stuck at, like, I just want his fan base to multiply so that he can continue this momentum and then sort of like solidify himself as that. But yeah, it's going to take a lot of work and just a lot of connections and things with people.
Do you have any expectations from Alusa Continua? And if so, what do you think that, like, what do you think it's gonna sound like, and what do you think it needs to do for BN, like, career wise? And what are your expectations? Yeah.
So him being in a strategic place where he is currently, I feel like it's a slightly awkward phase because, Alusa Wyre Topless dropped, and now he's using that to push himself. He's pushing his visibility. If he had been thinking, like if they had been thinking futuristically, then maybe they would have hustled to get some of the collaborations we're talking about now on Alusa Continua. But if not, then
But things happen when they happen. You could record like your entire album, and then all of a sudden things start to like really pick up, and then whatever.
Off, yeah.
So he might get into a position where like all of a sudden these collabs are coming in like late. Maybe he might be like, okay guys, look, I might need to like push the project back.
Yeah. So if this project gets delayed, then we have a good sign. We know what's up. According to us, at least.
Yeah. We know. When DJ Khaled used to be like, "Yo, the Drake vocals just came in" or whatever. Like that could be him.
Oh man, yeah, the Davido vocals came in. But so I would like to, if Alusa Continua does not have those names on there, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way, but I just want to see him like get to that next level, but still not forget, because he's a big champion for the Kenyan scene. So still not forget the Kenyan scene. So it'd be good to mix that up in there. let me say, what I don't want to see is an album without features. But we already know that there's already one feature. If the single he released earlier was part of the project,
it's definitely part. It's definitely part.
So I'd like to see just how I want to see names, man. I want to see names because I want to see what his range is as an artist and how many people he can collaborate with.
So Sam, you prefer listening to an album that has hella features as opposed to just like maybe one. Like let's say there's a 10-song album. Like what's your ideal number of features on a 10-song album?
Do you know what pisses me off?
Okay, let me. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
What pisses me off is when an artist who's a feature artist, like this artist does well with features on there, drops
like
an album,
Dollar Sign or something.
Yeah, drops an album and then it's like 2 features on there, and the rest of the 8 is him crooning. Like, no, come on, dog. Like, no. So I wouldn't. Yeah, man. I want to see names. Sometimes I would.
Yeah, but my question is like, if there was a 10.
Yeah.
Wait, but Sam, my question is, if there's a 10-song album, what's your ideal number of features on there?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. An ideal number of features. I want to see names. I would probably say this is plus and minus the intro and outro, right? Like we're doing 10 songs. Because people like to freak the intros and outros put their uncles and aunties
intro and
on
outro
those.
is included.
All right, cool. Plus
The
uncles
intro
and
and outro
aunties
is
and
included,
family meetings that were secretly recorded as features. We could do, so to be safe, 4, right? 4 official features. 4 official features. I could push it to 5, maybe an official feature in there. Or something, because I also do want to see an artist just give us an artist.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it depends on the artist, though. I can't just say it depends on the artist. It depends on the artist. What would be an ideal number for you?
Because for me,
3.
3. For me, it's 3. Like for me, what I wanna see and experience is like it's a project that tells a story that's well curated, of course. I don't want it to be watered down by how many features there are, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, so I think for me, it's like I want the ratio to be 70%, or the percentage to be 70% features. So even if it's like a 13-song project, then fine, we could do 4 maybe.
But there's sometimes where artists can curate it really well, where the features contribute to the story, and then there's other albums that you look at, you just know that they're putting in names to boost numbers. So if it's artists that are really
these songs were made ages ago and then they just kind of like threw it in there.
yeah. So but if it's artists that, and there's a lot of that going on actually, if it's artists that are with this 45 song albums that we're getting these days, is ridiculous. Artists that help tell the story.
Brown. Sorry.
Yeah. That's hate. Helping tell the story.
Coughing. Sorry.
Yeah, where you need to drink some water, clear your throat. Clear his name out of your throat as well, because that's crazy. But then artists that help tell the story.
Pause.
Oh, no, man. That's no. Moving on. Artists that help tell the story, then those kind of songs don't necessarily feel like a feature. It doesn't feel like it's a big name. So it just feels like it's part of what you're trying to do.
Do you like Justin Bieber featuring Drewski on his project like 3 times?
I haven't heard that, but it makes sense on the point on I mean, Drewski has been on the ups. He's been really getting himself out there invisible. So this is a good move for him, I guess. Justin Bieber is a big feature for him, I think. Justin Bieber, I don't know what Bieber is up to, man. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel. I haven't had the project yet.
He's simply just he's going through some crisis, man.
Yeah, this is a crisis period.
Although I did listen to one, so I'm not a Justin Bieber fan. I can't lie. Not that I don't think he's good. It's just I've never really been a fan. But I did listen to one song off of that project, and I'm not gonna lie, I was pleasantly it sounded really good. Daisies. The song is called Daisies. I was like, yo, this sounds good, man. So the boy is a genius, man, with the music stuff, but like he might be going through some difficult challenges. Sam, I want to talk about old school artists right now because I didn't think we were going to be so divided by this topic. Because I personally was coming onto the podcast to kind of even almost like apologize a little bit for my sentiments the other day. So essentially, the other day, Sam asked me, why do I think the older acts in Kenya aren't like thriving as much, or rather the music that they're releasing right now isn't sticking with the audience. And the truth of the matter is, my response, which I still stand behind, was that the quality just has not been there. But then I was proven wrong, in my opinion, at least this week, because Nameless, Juacali and Wyre released a song called Visa, with a video, by the way, and I actually like the video because the intro is kind of funny. And I actually don't mind this song. Like, I don't mind it. It's okay. And then they have a dance, Sam. They have a dance. What's the dance? This is the dance. Look, this is the dance. Watch, Sam. This is the dance. This is
look
the
at the
dance.
dance.
It's so fun.
See, look. No, man.
But
no,
that's the dance.
I might be on the opposite
That's the
side.
dance. I'm doing the dance. No, Sam, I'm doing the dance right now, bro. The dance
First
is
of all,
fire,
people can
bro.
see you do
Listen.
it, and I know you're butchering it as well. But then I'm not on that side. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Why?
This is 3 names. This is Nameless. Do you think this kind of song would? Do you think this is a popcorn song where it's just going to come and go and they're going to play it for a couple of weeks and then it's gone? Or do you think it has the legs to like stay for a while? Legs to stay. Doesn't make sense.
Do
you think it matters?
The song in itself, though, is meant to be like a song that's listened to outside. So it's meant to be a good feeling song. It's supposed to be a vibe. Those songs don't typically tend to last too long. So I don't think the intention is for this song to have longevity per se. The song is to give people a good time. It's a song for sherehe, right? And I like it. Just because of the beats and everything, it's nice, and I think it's going to work. I've seen it has quite a few views on YouTube already. I think it's going to work. And
it's going to have I'm not going to lie, we're talking about
best.
Nameless, we're talking about Wyre, we're talking about Juacali, some of the pillars of this industry.
Okay, Sam, but can I be honest? Wyre has released music with Nazizi like not too long ago, and that nobody's talking about that stuff. This though is gonna be talked about. Because it's actually, you can see like they put in some effort to do something that reminds us that this guy
produces.
Motif de Don. Like they've done something that reminds us who they are. Like this is we are actually like OGs in this game, and I think they didn't do a bad job.
This doesn't remind me of them.
Why?
Either of them. It doesn't.
Why?
It doesn't. Like I just no, man. It just listen. It's sound. The energy is there. The tempo is there. The beat is there, and they're definitely going for that catchy Nataka Visa, that catchy phrase that everyone can yell at 2 a.m. In the club, right? So I get that. Maybe it's my expectations.
And the dance.
Yeah, and that dance that you're absolutely butchering, but no one can see, so I need to stop talking about it. But it just feels. This doesn't feel like they're chasing. Doesn't feel like they're chasing to you, what the current scene is.
Okay, it does feel like they're chasing a sound. I'm not gonna lie, but all artists do that, old and young.
Now,
what did you want them to do? What did you want them to hop on?
I don't know. That's the problem. So that's the problem. My argument is I don't know.
And no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I have to stop you here. This is the problem with fans in music. Fans don't know what they want. A fan is just going to be. It's just going to tell you.
We know what we don't want. We know what we don't want.
But it's so annoying for artists because fans will be like, "Yo, this niggas keep on releasing music and it sounds so dated." Fine. an artist goes back in the lab and then releases something that sounds current. Yo, this artist sounds like they're chasing. What is an artist supposed to do?
You're right.
People who listen to music don't even know what they want. They don't even know what they want in the first place.
You are right. However, I think the artist still has a right to think those two things in that order. I do think it. I don't know. Maybe maybe it might grow on me. Maybe if I hear it outside, it would be different. But I just feel like
it's not for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
it's difficult.
Me personally, I think it's
it is catchy though. It's catchy, so that's going to work.
It's catchy. But not, listen.
Okay, let me first say this is not my type. This is not my style of music. So let me preface that, right?
But here, Sam. Okay, neither is it mine realistically, but I think this is a good start for them to like really build on this. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you release another single and it's still with the same effort and it's even better, that's good. And then now you release another single after that, and then now you're building. You have momentum, and then boom. I think that's what this is. Yeah. This is for me that I genuinely feel like this is the first time This is the first time I've felt even semi-connected to something that's been put out by like the OGs in a really, really long time. Because what you said in that previous podcast where you said for some reason people feel as though the music that comes out from the OGs doesn't really resonate. I've been feeling that as well. I haven't resonated with anything, but this kind of feels like, okay, there could be something here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, listen. Let's see what else they do. Shout out to the Nameless, Juacali, and Wyre. By the way, it's also really, really good to see them like older and still doing stuff. It's wholesome.
We're watching some artists. We're watching artists age like before now, and I think this is like a. It's like I don't want to say never before seen because we've seen older artists age, but I don't think they've aged in the spotlight. Mm-hmm. Like it gets to a point where they just go to their families. But we're seeing artists still outside.
It's like when you watch charity matches and you see John Terry and Frank Lampard
and Ronaldinho. Like, what are you guys doing? Still trying to do step overs, bro. You'll like, break your knees.
You guys look kind of chubby. You look kind of chubby now, but like you can see that there was a hint of talent there. But the knees aren't kneeing anymore, bro.
I've seen some funny stuff. I've seen some interesting football matches. It's cool. Listen, if they keep the momentum, and keep releasing, then maybe the narrative changes. I'm just not fully convinced. I want to say I absolutely love this artist, Nameless, Wyre, and Juacali individually. So I don't want to sound like hate. I am not hating. It's going to sound like hate, but it's fine. And I'm definitely not getting that collab now. Dang. I just ruined it for myself. But anyways, let's actually no. Before we get to new music,
for sure.
Yeah, we had a couple of podcasts ago, like maybe last year or even the year before. We had talked about an initiative that a young man called Jesse Mwendwa had gotten a grant for. I think it's the Jägermeister Save the Night Fund, if we're not wrong.
Indeed.
Yeah. So it was a whole thing where we had reported that he's planning to do something interesting, which is put up a studio in what are these things called? Shipping containers for DJs and music producers. And yeah, so we had reported that a while ago, and looks like he has come through. So it's it's called the Studio Can V, CAN what's that thing? I was going to say / hyphen V, and yeah, there was a launch event bringing people together, the nightlife community, ambassadors, local creatives, and representatives from Jägermeister. So that's it. It's really cool. It's a studio in a can. A modular container-based studio fitted with DJ turntables, mixing, streaming cameras.
A studio in a can.
It is a studio in a can. It is a studio in a can, actually. And I feel like that would be a really catchy name. An acoustic treatment. So just a place for creatives to come together and just, work on their art. Jesse said it's a launch of a dream he's had. He's been nurturing for a long time, and a vision born from his love for architecture, music, and sustainable design. The vision comes to life in the form of Studio One. So yeah, this seems cool. I mean, I would love to be in one and just sit in one and create and see how it feels like just creating in a can. But I've seen a couple of pictures.
Well,
and it looks
you
good.
can.
It is cool.
You can if you take yourself to Corner and just check it out. I think, to be honest, I do think it's a good initiative. And I think they'll also be doing like lessons on mixing and doing DJ stuff as well. And I think they said they're going to also build a second one that's specifically for mixing, like music mixing and like mastering and stuff like that. So I'm for it, man.
Look out for that. Look out for it.
I wonder how portable it is. So do you just do you think they can just put the whole container on a truck and then just like do like a...
It kind of looks permanent though.
Like if they just did like... Oh, it looks permanent.
It looks permanent. Damn. It looks like it's at a yard.
Because I was going to say...
Like it's in a yard. But that would be cool. That would be cool.
Because I was going to say, imagine if they did that and then you said, this is a rollout idea, Sam. Like, let's say Sauti Soul are reuniting, right? And then they say, this is, okay, not because those are too many people in one place. Watenda Willie were releasing a project. Then they say, we're going to be traveling. Oh, this would have been perfect for their recent release. Oh my God. The ideas are flowing so much, Sam. My brain is expanding as I speak.
Keep some of the gems for yourself.
Sam, like imagine you say we are going to travel from Mombasa to Nairobi or whatever, like Nairobi to Kisumu or something, and then you're on the trailer and then you're making the songs like going there, you know what I mean? And then you record like 3 songs, right? And then you mix them fully and master them. Bro, that's kind of sick. That's kind of sick
on the road,
as a rollout idea, just to like generate hype. Maybe
working.
You've even already...
Are the Kenyan roads good enough for that? Some people bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
Which Kenyan roads do you think are...
Sam, stop being realistic, man. Bro, this is why you're not a good daydreamer. See, you're not good at daydreaming.
Stop being realistic. It's funny.
A big element of daydreaming is being unrealistic, man. We'll smooth out those details, Sam. Yeah, you have to be a little bit delusional, man.
Definitely not smoothing out any details on the Kenyan roads, my guy. Just a few roads. Anyway,
Sam,
but I get your vision. I'm sorry. I get your vision. Anyway, this is a cool initiative.
You see the vision, though.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah, I'm with you. This is a cool initiative, man, and I like that. Hopefully, he does a bunch more. Hopefully, it becomes a thing. It'll be cool if it becomes a thing where people can, like, a bunch of different ones all around us, and all around the city and whatnot. So
yes, sir. So speaking of artists, man, let's talk about what they do best, which is release music. So this week we had quite a few people release some music. One of them, well, we already talked about them. Nameless, Wyre, and Juacali released the song Visa, which I personally like. And Sam said our legends are not good enough. Anyway, number 2. No, okay, I'm joking, Sam. That was a joke. Don't look at me like that, Sam. It's a joke, Sam. It's a joke. It's a joke.
No, yeah, but artists are artists, and.
Okay,
and if this,
I take back those words.
Please say I affirm rescind those words, if that's even a word. That sounds like the word I want to use. I affirm take back those words and I did not mean them. Goodness.
I affirm take back those words and I did not mean them. Also, my fingers were crossed. Anyway, so number 2. Bethlehem released the song Ordinary. For those of you guys wondering, Bethlehem is Beatty. I'm really butchering her actual name. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. So she released the song Ordinary. I haven't seen her release music. No, I'm trying. Oh my God! I know what's happening.
Because you could just say
you're only no. You're only doing this because of what I said about the Juacali song. Anyway, it's fine. Actually, we didn't talk about this song before the podcast, but bro, Donjo Maber by Iyanii and Dufla. Actually, very, very good song. I don't know if you listen to it or if you watch the video. Really good. Really, really good. So shout out to them. I'm a huge fan of that song. Then there was Anakurada by Jofes Mzagatas Mzagla, Unspoken Salaton, and Makeda. That Mzagatas Mzagla has been trending on Twitter. I mean on TikTok. So shout out to him. Then what else did I listen to? They did it again, man. DJ Mura, Big Nyags, and Listen released a song with Liboy called Likizo. So
actually, it's part of a project. That's part of a 7-song joint.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So you might need to go back and listen to that.
Oh, it's part of their project. I thought you were gonna say it's part of your
No. This is Mura and Big Nyags. With a bunch of artists on there. Liboy.
Oh, then I have to go. I have to go and listen to that. Yeah.
Costa Juang is on there. Yeah, listen, Jiru. Yeah. So that's cool. The Afro House. It's fire. It's pretty dope. I like it.
I'm done, Sam. You what did you listen to? What did you listen to this week?
Yeah. So I listened to that project. I definitely want to sit down with that again. And not much else. Click, Brooklyn Boys. Mr. Right and Young Louis 58. They dropped Click. It's an interesting pairing. Young Louis sounds... I've heard him on different songs and he's been sounding... He sounded a little bit... Like, it's a bit confusing. Sometimes I can't track him, but yeah. And then Fly released Mtoto wa Wenyewe, coming off his really dope show that he had 2 weeks ago, I want to say. So shout out to him as well. And... Ben Soul and David, I'm not going to say this name because... David Ace Keys. I was going to butcher it. David Ace Keys. Ben Soul released... This is a Ben Soul single. It's called Love is Forever. I think it was produced by David Ace Keys. More Ben Soul songs, please. More Ben Soul music, I think. Hopefully he starts gearing up for something. I don't know whether he's preparing for an album, but... Yeah, let me see. Is there anything else? Nothing else really caught my attention. I need to do a little bit more diligent work and listen to music, but that was that. Talk about our pick of the week.
Let's talk about our pick of the week, and it is IkeN with the song Delusional. Yep. Man. Shout out to man like IkeN, bro. Also, I want to shout him out. I see him really grinding on TikTok. Oh my God. If there's somebody who pushes their music a lot on TikTok, it's IkeN.
Yeah.
And I really respect that because a lot of artists don't do that. One, some artists feel like it's too cringe to like just try and push your music, but IkeN genuinely takes time to try and like really like get the word out there about his music, so shout out to him for that. But yeah, I like Delusional. I think it's a really good song. As always, he really thrives on like the vocal stacking and the layering and just like creating that overall experience. He's really good at that, man. Good songwriter as well. Love the melodies. And yeah, it's just a song that Sam and I really resonated with this week. And yeah, man. Sam, what did you think about the song?
Pretty cool. I love the lack of the one on the drum bounce. Like, it's pretty interesting. It's different. It's ear catching. So it makes sense.
For those who might not be musically inclined, what do you mean by the lack of the one?
So when drum beats start, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So he took out the on the drums. There's the first hit is not there, so it leaves that space. It creates some sort of anticipation, and then it kind of follows it up. Yeah. So it's just a way to keep the beat interesting and keep it like it almost sounds like a round rather than a complete phrase. So it's like it's always the beat is always wanting to continue. In my head, at least, that's how it is. And the instrumentation is pretty good, so it works really well. Yeah, I think it was produced by him, if I'm not wrong.
I think he usually does everything when it comes to his music. I think he also does his mixing and stuff. So super talented guy. But yeah, man. Shout out to IkeN. And you guys are about to listen to the smooth sounds. And when I say smooth sounds, I actually mean it. Like the smooth sounds of
it's not just radio talk.
IkeN with his song. Yeah, it's not just radio talk. In his song Delusional.
Talking all evening, but I know something's wrong. feels like you're leaving, like you're fighting something strong. I know I treat you better, I think that you know it too. They won't choose you forever, but if I can convince you, I guess that it's true. That feelings are feelings are feelings, and I won't stop to reason, cause I know there's no meaning, no meaning, no meaning. Sometimes you just choose wrong, so I need to move on. You're keeping secrets, I keep tagging along, but I think I see it, I think it's too far gone. I know I treat you better, I think that you know it too. They won't choose you forever, but if I can convince you, I guess that it's true. That feelings are feelings are feelings, and I won't stop to reason, cause I know there's no meaning, no meaning, no meaning. Sometimes you just choose wrong, so I need to move on. Feelings are feelings are feelings, and I won't stop to reason, cause I know there's no meaning, no meaning, no meaning. Sometimes you just choose wrong, so I need to move on. But with every step to you I advance, all the more this space between us expands. I'll hold on, cause I still have a chance. Or would I be wrong to call it a dance? Feelings are feelings are feelings, and I won't stop to reason, cause I know there's no meaning, no meaning, no meaning. Sometimes you just choose wrong, so I need to move on. Feelings are feelings are feelings, and I won't stop to reason, cause I know there's no meaning, no meaning, no meaning. Sometimes you just choose wrong, so I need to move on.
That was Delusional by IkeN. So shout out to him. Bro has been really grinding,
Yeah.
and I see the dedication, man. So shout out to him, man. And yeah, that was episode 139. Wow, the 130s have really flown by.
They're done.
As they're done, man. As always, thank you guys so much for listening. If you're new here, I usually like to end the podcast with the 3 C's, which is essentially just a mantra that I like to tell myself as a creative. So these are things that I'm working on myself. The first one being confidence. I need you guys to be confident in your work. Be confident in your art, because ultimately that's what people are going to resonate with. Number 2, I need you guys to be consistent. Consistency is key in anything that you do, but especially in the music industry, in both how you're creating your art and in how you are distributing it. Number 3 is craft. Always focus on your craft. If you can only dedicate 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day to work on music, or educate yourself via YouTube on something regarding music, then do that. Because those minutes definitely add up by the end of the year, man. So those are the 3 C's. And with that, Sam, I think we should save. Yeah.
Bid the listeners adieu.
Yeah. And
Adios.
we'll catch you guys on episode 140.
Kwaheri.